Welcome everyone. Today I will show you my top 3 Barbarian builds that I constructed over the months of playing this class. Without further ado, let's jump right into the number 3, the Sprint and Cleave build. In this one, our Sprint will leave a line of fire that will burn all the monsters that we will run through, and we will use our whirlwind to gather all the monsters inside of it, so they will all touch the fire that is down and they will all burn. The cleave, which we will use as the AoE, will do a lot of damage and it will leave a bleed on all the monsters, and this bleed with fire and ground stomp will finish off the monsters that will stay behind. That way you don't have to always run back in case you left a monster that is not dead by the cleave immediately. So once again, we leave ground stomp, we run through and we gather all the monsters inside the trail of fire that we are leaving with our sprint. Here I recommend 2-piece V2 set and 4-piece grace set, because with our V2 set we will have sprint every time. It will be basically no cooldown, and with grace set, every time a bleed and fire will do damage, you will have the extra hit from it. The offhand essence I am using here is increasing all the damage we deal to the target. It is very useful when you get to the boss. You can change it for the extra damage on cleave. And when it comes to the tornado build, I don't really recommend it. I can't do that because all the tornadoes you leave, they go in the random direction, so you can't really count on them when it comes to finish off the monster behind you. So let's get right into the number 2, the double ground stomp build. So like before, we will pull enemies into the whirlwind so they can be burned by sprint, and we will have the Wrath of the Berserker to basically double our damage with the bonus crit rate. So here is how it looks. We run with our sprint, we leave ground stomp behind us, we go further, and the monsters are dying with the ground stomp and fire we left, because the fire will be there for 4 seconds. While they are dying, we go further and we repeat that. This combo will only be efficient enough if you have 2-piece V2 set and 4-piece grace set. With V2, we will always have our sprint up, and we will have more of the Wrath of the Berserker. And with grace set, we will have more damage when we leave our continual damage behind us, because every 5 hits the extra hit will be activated from the grace set. And this can be also used in dungeon, because on the boss we basically will melt them. You will see it right now. We will supposed to have the Wrath of the Berserker, but it is on cooldown right now. Nonetheless, with the fire, bleed from the primary attack, ground stomp and our whirlwind, we will melt down the boss. in the dungeon you may need to switch the chest plate for the one that shreds armor. You will deal more damage with it. It is very useful, fast, quick, efficient and smooth if you happen to have this essence to switch it for the new one, so you can run faster with your whirlwind active. Trust me, it will go very fast. But right now, here is my number one most favorite, most efficient build that I use every day. Here on shoulders we go all in with the damage. We go with new essence for the maximum speed when we are moving and more damage. We have extra duration from the helmet and the new essence for the Wrath of the Berserker, which makes around us a fire circle. And for the chest plate we'll have the Furious Charge that will increase our damage by 10%. In your equipment you should pay attention to the movement speed increase, skill cooldown reduce and beneficial effect duration. Because we are not running sprint in this one, we want as much movement speed as possible. So you can actually equip 2-piece E-star set, so every time you kill an enemy you gain 30% movement speed increase. It is very useful. Or you can equip the V2 set, the 2-piece V2 set, so you can, instead of Furious Charge, run sprint. So right now with our main weapon essence, with the whirlwind, we are going very fast, we are doing a lot of damage with the fire circle around us that we have all the time. This basically has no cooldown, which is kinda broken, kinda not. I mean, Barbarian needs some love too, not only Monk. The ground stomp is very useful too, if you don't want to stay in one place to finish off all the monsters, you just leave it there and they basically die. The very good set items idea for open world is 4-piece E-star set, so you can have more damage and more speed, and actually on the last you can get 2-piece great set for the 15% more damage done by our whirlwind and our fire circle. And that's it for today. If you have any question, please leave it in the comments, as well as your feedback about the video, maybe some new ideas for me to test. Consider also leaving a subscription and maybe leaving a like. Who knows? Bye!